The Moto G4 Play is the most affordable smartphone in the Moto G4 series. It is also the weakest, however, with a slower processor, a smaller screen, and a less capable camera. It is also missing features like Moto Maker customization and a fingerprint scanner. Still, a near-stock Android 6.0 build helps keep things running smoothly. What's up everyone, Techie Josh here with a review of the Motorola Moto G4 Play. Let's first talk about the display. We have a 5-inch 720 by 1280 LCD display that has 294 pixels per inch. Although it's not the sharpest display, it still manages to produce some vibrant looking colors. Let's talk about the camera next. We get an 8 megapixel rear camera that has autofocus and an aperture of f2.2. As for the software features, we have manual focus, digital zoom, and geotagging. For the settings, we only have exposure compensation. And for the shooting modes, we have burst mode, HDR, and panorama. The rear camera can record in full 1080p at 30 frames per second, which is pretty nice for a handset like this. And on the front of the device, it has a 5 megapixel camera, which ain't half bad in my opinion. Let's talk about the hardware next. The G4 Play has a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 8916 processor, clocked at 1.2 GHz, an ARM Cortex A53 64-bit CPU with an Adreno 306 GPU. Games like Asphalt Nitro play pretty well with the processor that the G4 Play has. Very playable indeed. I don't see no noticeable frame droppage at this moment. As for more graphic intensive games, you might see a little bit of slowdown, but that's to be as expected because this is targeted, or marketed I should say, as a budget phone. Definitely not the most powerful phone out there, but it certainly can get the job done. The G4 Play has 2 GB of RAM to help it multitask with ease. And it also has 16 GB of storage. But luckily it is expandable if we go ahead and pop out the back cover, which takes some force to pop out. The G4 can support up to a 128 GB SD card, which is a pleasant surprise considering the price point and the market for this phone. If you're the type of person who likes to install a bunch of apps, you may be able to get by with the 11.08 gigabytes available to the user out of the box. But like I just showed you, there is always an option to expand storage via the microSD card slot on the back. Lastly, let's take a look at the battery. Motorola has given the G4 Play a modest-sized battery, 2,800 mAh to be exact. Due to the screen resolution, the battery lasts quite a while, and I mean, I'm still on my first charge. And the phone charges at a decent rate, probably because I didn't use the stock charger because I already have a couple of those. So if you use a different charger, probably like from Amazon, which is the one I used, then the phone might charge a little faster with a third-party charger and not the included charger. In conclusion, the G4 Play offers a solid display, solid cameras, and solid battery life that won't break the bank. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one.